Hi, Bob Pike, Pike Chiropractic. I've been writing a little bit lately in the Facebook fan page, and I wanted to make a couple of clarifications about the autistic and spectrum, the autistic spectrum disorder and ADHD. The difference between those two is not the issue that I'm trying to clarify here. One of the issues is that they're both on the same spectrum. We all are. So all of us who are affected by whatever state that we have, we find ourselves in. There are lots of adults that have that experience hyperactivity or inattentiveness, loss of focus, impulsiveness, and there are lots of children. And there's lots of controversy, and there is lots of beliefs, and there's lots of guesswork going on. There is a tremendous amount of pressure right now. I believe you can see that in Dr. Bach's presentation last week. There's a real attempt by the medical profession and the drug professions behind them to recapture control of healthcare, and they're doing this with respect to the autistic spectrum. And so I'm clarifying one thing about the presentation. The presentation is we were talking about treatment. There's the concept of treatment of the disabilities along the spectrum, and there's also another term we can use, which is healing. And I wanted to help you see the difference between these. A lot of people don't take advantage of chiropractic because they think it's treatment, when it actually the reason for the chiropractic adjustment is to enable the body to do what it's doing naturally all the time, which is to heal. And the healing comes from, I'll do a picture for this. So if your body is in the center of the circle there, and from the inside out there's a power that runs the body. You can call it life, you can call it God, you can call it whatever you like, but just know that it's really intelligent. It built the body in a few months, and then the intelligence begins to do what it does throughout your life. It continues to rebuild the body, and it's a miraculous process, and it's a power that comes from within the body, and the body's designed to replace its own tissues on a constant basis. That's called healing. The reason for a chiropractic adjustment is to enable that process. The more stress we have in our nervous system, if there's the subluxation, which is a spinal misalignment to the point of neurological irritation, the less stress we have in that system, the better. That's the simple fact. The treatment, on the other hand, which is different forms of chiropractic that I call metapractic, more physiotherapeutic, you can relate to those more from the word force. So if you have the power coming from inside the body, looks like that. It's moving from the inside out, and it's an intelligent 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. The treatment concept is something that is a choice people can make. Nothing wrong with receiving treatment if you need a crisis management of some form. You know, if you cut yourself or you have an accident, fall, then the treatment is a force that's applied from the outside in. It's a different concept. So the force coming from the outside in, looking for the black. Force is a dark force. Not really, but compared to the power of life, everything is kind of dark. So when your body's fully under the control of life, it's going to respond better to a state that we try to express as autistic spectrum disorder, or another state called attention deficit disorder. So the difference between treatment and healing, I hope I've been able to clarify that a little bit today. So healing comes from inside. It's a power. It's something we don't understand. It's quite, even the medical profession is pretty honest about that. They don't understand it fully. They understand a lot about treatment, but don't allow the system to try and replace healing with treatment. Can't be done. Causes iatrogenic destructive effects. Glad you paid attention today. Have a great long weekend. I'll see you next week.